So the Earth Lodge and the Sky Lodge and its relationship to dreaming. One of the things to recognize, to remember, and it's so easy to forget, is that the Earth is a planet of duality. It's a planet of, in one sense, of what we consider opposites, of hot, cold, wet, dry, male, female, Republican, Democrat, black, white. It's a plane of duality. And in our culture, rather than seeing difference as a gift, rather than seeing duality as the loom upon which we weave our reality, we've tended to judge one as right and the other as wrong, or one as better than the other, rather than threads that are made available to us to weave a beautiful fabric. So in dreaming, that those same dualities, those same polarities live within us. We all know, the voice inside us that says, I should get up and go to the gym in the morning. I should get up and exercise. And the other one that says, oh, but I want to stay in bed. I worked hard. I deserve to. Or, I want to have a strong body. But that piece of cake looks so good. Or I want to have a career. But I also want to spend time with my children. And it's how do we work out those tensions, those differences within us? Because all of those voices within us have, in one sense, a legitimacy, or they need to be dealt with. They need to be listened to, they need to be reconciled, and they need to be addressed in some way. And in a time of dreaming, when we take that time away from the day-to-day rhythm and pattern of our life, a couple of things happen. First of all, those voices within us, especially the quieter ones, that we dismiss on a regular basis, have the opportunity to be heard. We begin to, first of all, hear what those differences are within us. We begin to hear the voice of the Earth Lodge, which is, in one sense, about caring for the self, about caring for life, about nurturing ourselves, about nurturing others, and the Sky Lodge, which is much more about creating, about being active in the world. We get to hear, however it is that those two voices, those two parts of ourselves show up. And then we have the opportunity not only to hear them, but to begin to reconcile, or to find the way to weave them together in our lives in a greater wholeness than we've been able to before. But without taking that time in reflection, without taking that time in what we call dreaming, there's not the spaciousness in order for them to come together. Well, when we slow ourselves down, then those places that are both asking to be heard and that are different parts of ourselves that we haven't yet reconciled, in that atmosphere of spaciousness, find a way to begin to be woven together. And when two things that we've held as different, or we haven't know how they're going to work together, when we find the way to weave them together, we have a much stronger fabric, whether it's in our outer world or in our inner world, than we did before, because rather than just one, there are now two, and they're working together in a way of wholeness.